Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Chronicon. My name is Wilfred. In this episode, I'd like to share with you a couple of clips here. One clip is about the kill streak of 350. Another one is about 764. This game is fantastic, especially when you reach the end game. It's really all about the farm efficiency here, and obvious as it may seem, the better you are doing in terms of kill streak, the better reward it would be in terms of experience as well as the currency. Both you need to further on your end game. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about that, and also the journey I've got so far with regard to playing this game, Chronicon. Brief introduction here. Chronicon has been in early access for a very long time. The quality is actually very good. I mean, it is better than many of the new games out there, as an early access game. So it is a very, very high quality game. I think because it's just one person developing this game, and the developer would like to just give it the very best, for a game to kind of shine. So right now there are multiple ads in it, and there's only one last ad to be released, and plus there's an end game to it. So these days I play a lot on the end game, and the end game is really, really fun. There's a lot of experimental stuff going on. It is not as bad as some of the gear grinding of other ARPG, whereby you try your best, try to farm and get the items that you need with the affixes that you need. This game doesn't really work that way. It rewards you if you know what you're doing. You can craft the gear that you want. I've got 3 videos on that, how you get a really good gear, powerful one that suit your build. But the most important thing is really about getting the build that you want, that work for you, with the stats that kind of all gel together, with the legendary and the augmentation, that transmutation, that all work together as a whole. So there's no, it's unlike Diablo 3, whereby it's all about pushing to the next higher tiers. For Chronicon, it's about having fun. The farm efficiency is really important. So now my personal experience is as such. I found that if I play at the right difficulty level, right now it's the Mythic VI, I believe. If I play at the right difficulty level, the reward is so much better than I try to push too hard to the higher difficulties, or I stay too long in the lower difficulties. Now hear me out here. In Diablo 3, sometimes you want to push it as high as possible, just to level up the legendary gem and so on and so forth. It kind of makes sense in a sense, because that make you pretty powerful. But and also of course the Paragon level kind of earn from XP as well. But the Chronicon is not exactly that way, because if you are going too high level and you're unable to chain the mob you see here, it's not going to reward you a great deal. So you could end up spending a lot of time trying to do some anomaly, and you don't really get much out from it. I tried it before, so I try to push higher than I could. I could finish it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really can finish it, but just that the reward in terms of the XP as well as the currency, just it's not there at all. So I sort of arrive at the point whereby it fits me, and I get sufficient amount of XP from the kill streak, as well as just in general I can run it a little bit faster as well. So I find it really fun. In terms of the kill streak kind of XP allocation wise, you can see just now the clip 350 give you about 280,000 XP. This clip is going to last for a while, and I'm not going to spoil you there, but it's really, really good. The ultimate, the XP as well as currency is really rewarding. So the way I approach to this game is as such. I try to have a balance between the defense and offense, as in any other good ARPG. They encourage you to know your build, take a bit of risk, but you have to be able to sustain, because this is elite dungeon. Now what it means is that if your character dies inside this dungeon, it's game over. You don't get any reward out from it. I mean, besides the stuff that you collected in this encounter. So you really don't want to get defeated inside this dungeon, but yet you need to have the stat whereby enable you to push fast and kill things a little bit faster, so as to chain up all the kill streak as well. You don't want to stay too long within one pack, and after that you lose the whole kind of streak. So it is a bit of a journey, I would say, a bit of discovery of your cards as well. For me, I mean, the pivotal moment was when I able to learn a little bit on the dams, transmutation, getting my gears a little bit more powerful, and also I've got some of this like a transmutation that is really cool. You can see that my basic power go like 5 kind of bulbs everywhere, so it helps me to chain kind of like kill streak as well. And of course, you know, I've got a scroll whereby I can earn a spring, whereby I can walk a little bit faster as well. It helps a lot. Now you may have another build like more for mobility, and that's cool because, you know, you really can play this game the way you like it. I know one of my friends in YouTube, you know, he actually play you know, the Chronicon, but with the mobility kind of build, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I kind of prefer my Holy kind of Templar the way it is, and but I know kind of limitation is not very mobility is not quite there, and I kind of like try to get you know, around it in some sense. So, but yeah, I mean, I have a lot of fun with it, and still a very long way to go, because after each encounter I'll collect the XP. Of course, it will go into my mastery, so, you know, my character will forever be, well, you know, at least be better and better each time I get into the encounter, because I got to add another couple % to my holy damage right now, and or you know, the entire Templar kind of you know, skill tree. It kind of makes a difference in a sense, because, you know, every encounter you collect a couple of %. At the end of the day, you get quite a fair bit. And not only that, I mean, you know, you've got the memory essence as well that can further ancient enchants, they call it, your gear to your fixes that are even higher. So in Diablo 3 lingo, you could push your gear closer and closer to the maximum, which is like a primal ancient. So you could build your own very own primal ancient in a sense, by pushing the affixes one after the other. Each encounter earn you, like, you know, for me, each encounter earn me like you know, 2 more roll to the higher kind of like level. That's cool. So 764, and it give me like, you know, 749,000 XP, which is pretty phenomenal. And of course, this boss is no match for my character. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and do leave me a comment below if you would like to get engaged with me, and yeah, stay safe in this kind of like environment. Play more video games. Thank you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.